Other members of the public that would wish to comment? Martha?
Yeah. Everybody breathe. Whew, Sharian, you get the prize. Wow. Martha Martin, Washougal, just a couple real quick things. First of all, I was really pleased to hear about the appointment, the recommendation for the appointment to Planning Commission of Mr. Michael Briggs. I've had several conversations with him, and I find him to be quite an intelligent, authentic human being who really cares about this area. So I hope that you will consider him to be on the commission. The second thing that I want to say is I'm really pleased to see that we have a lease going for Station 9-5 that seems to be working with all entities, both cities and ECFR, which is the beginning. And of course, Richard and I live on that side, so we have a little bit of a yeah, we're glad to see that's there, definitely, for the services in that area, because we really need that, as you can imagine. So knowing how wonderful our City of Washougal firefighters are, they are, and the East County Fire and Rescue are, and City of Camas, we're really lucky to have all three of those services in that building. Thank you.
Thank you, Martha. Any other members of the public? Yes.
I'm Nettie DeRoche, 4050 Addie Street, and I'm going to try really hard to speak up so all of you can hear me, because Rod has to listen to me every week say I can't hear you guys, so I hope I'm speaking loudly enough. I'm here representing the West Columbia Gorge Humane Society, and I just plead to each one of you council members that before you make the decision to be able to support us financially or not, you've heard all the stories about all the work we do, but there's one aspect that I think that hasn't been touched on very much, and that is what we do for the community, the students in the community. And I have several students that are here tonight, and I'd just like them to stand up briefly and tell you a little bit about them. Any students that are working with me at the shelter? This is Bailey Burke. His family was out in the rain last Sunday morning. I don't know what you were all doing, but it was pouring down rain. And the family, all of them along with the husband, was there bringing gravel to us and filling in the mud holes and working for us. This is Bailey's 8th grade project. So not only are we making a difference in the community about dogs, we're making a difference in our fellow future leaders of the community. Thank you, Bailey. This is Caitlin, and you all know Caitlin. She's been here before. She spent her own money going to a seminar about saving animals and being no-kill shelter. She went to Las Vegas a couple weeks ago. You know, Caitlin's done the calendar. She is homeschooled. She's a leader in our community, so watch for Caitlin. You're going to see her name somewhere. This is Nicholas. He's working on his senior project. For the last 5 months, 6 months, Nicholas has spent every single Saturday and Sunday volunteering at the shelter. When a lot of kids are out running in the community skateboarding, he's working in a program with his dentist where for 30 hours of community service at the shelter, he gets $1,200 off his dental bill. That's a great program. Danae is in the back. Danae is also working on a senior project. And I can go on and on and on. And I don't know if there's any other students here, but I also have one student named Russell working on his senior project. Our roof is leaking. We're in the middle run. They're completely repaying that at their expense, or rebuilding it for us. So when you make your vote, just remember the positive effect. We're not just there for animals. We're here for the kids, and we're working as hard as we can to become self-sufficient, but we're not there yet. So please think about it and give us one more chance. Thank you.
Thank you, Nettie. Nettie, is the the roof that's leaking, is that on the cat side or the dog side?
It's on the dog side, and it's the middle, and it's where we have to put certain animals that jump the fence. And, you know, we haven't complained about it or anything. We know money's tight, but we have all these wonderful volunteers that are willing to come in and give us money to do these things. So I just appreciate all of them.
Trevor, can you make a note of that for Suzanne on the facility side? Thank you. I know I saw some other hands out there a moment ago. Richard.
Richard Hamby, 37015 Southeast Gibson Road, Washougal. Mayor Guard and members of the council, I have brought my concerns about Highway 14 improvements to you in the past. After the October 18th council meeting, Councilman Russell approached me and asked me when I was going to stop commenting about the August 2nd vote to remove Washougal's interim highway improvement plan from the state's funding list. I answered that I was still trying to figure out why 4 council members failed to understand the importance of staying in line for state funding, despite clearly articulated explanations on this from staff, the mayor, and members of the council. He answered that he did understand their explanations, but he repeated for each, "I don't believe him, I don't trust him." Councilman Russell also made the claim, "I have a majority on the council." I find this all very troubling. Members of the council should make independent, thoughtful decisions and be able to explain the reasons for their votes. Councilman Russell seems to be wrong on many key elements regarding this issue. He stated that interim improvements in the Washougal area would not be considered by the state until the West Slough Bridge was widened to 4 lanes. Not true, according to WashDOT. He stated that Washougal is not working on any interim improvement plan. Not true, according to Mayor Gard. And Councilman Russell has stated many times that the Port of Camas Washougal supports the council's vote to remove Washougal's interim highway improvement plan from the state's funding list. Not true, according to all 3 port commissioners. At your August 16th council meeting, I referred to a dysfunctional council unable to work together for the best interests of Washougal. Unfortunately, something happened to the video of that meeting. A public records request and the valiant effort of the staff indicates that the written copy of my comments presented to the Mayor Pro Tem were not submitted for the record, or even apparently retained by Councilman Russell. I will resubmit my August 16th comments along with my comments from this evening for the record. It is time to end the dysfunction and learn to work together respectfully. Thank you. And I've got copies I've given to you. I guess you passed out. I've got a copy for each of the council members and the mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Other members of the public? Former Mayor Gard.
Sean, my little brother. Just wanted to talk about budget, and I know it's not a lot of fun. It's not anything like what we've had in years past, and I've been sitting up there where you guys have been and had to make those tough decisions. Just want to give you a quick history lesson, because I've been reading some comments about reserves and past administrations not looking ahead. I'd like to make a couple comments on that. We were at a meeting in January 1998, and we did some planning under Mayor Crumpacker. At that time, it was revealed that the city had less than $50,000 in reserves, contingency funds, emergency funds. Councilman Morris was there, and I know Don English, our attorney, was there as well. And we made a commitment at that time in January of 1998 that we were going to get those reserves back up to $500,000 in 5 years. We did that in 3 years. And thanks to the building boom, we were able to, as we left December 2005, there was over $3 million in reserves, contingency funds, emergency repair and replacement funds, building contingencies, a lot of things. So when you look back through, and I just brought the executive summaries of each of the years from 2005 to 2010, and you can see that really you've been taken out of reserve since mid-2007 to meet the budget and balance the budget. Things like building contingency fund, all that money's gone. ER&R fund, all that money's gone. 2-month contingency